indulgence and apologize that we were late. We got caught up in bad weather. We would have wanted to start a bit earlier. Please forgive us. It's not our habit to keep officers waiting. I want to explain why we are here today. This consultative forum has been convened on instructions of President William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, arising from his concerns in the country. In his mind, that if remedial measures are not taken urgently, we can lose the entire country and indeed the productive age bracket of our people. And if things go the way they are going, we can lose an entire generation. The President is persuaded that he has a responsibility to restore order and normalcy by mitigating what is happening in the country. Why Nyeri? The statistics given to the President by NACADA shows that Central Kenya region, indeed the former Central Province, indeed, I can confirm because I come from this region and I'm a regular visitor, that we have a serious problem of illicit brews, second generation alcohol, bang, and other drugs like heroin were things of towns like Nairobi. As we talk today, all sorts of drugs are in villages and small towns. The President therefore directed me to convene and chair this session for us to have a candid discussion, very candid discussion, on what ails this region and the country, and what we need to carefully invited all the stakeholders, starting with our leadership. We have all our governors, 5 of them here present today, all our senators, all our women reps, members of the National Assembly, speakers of county assembly, and the leaders of majority. These leaders enjoy direct mandate from the people. They are people's representatives. When our people suffer, it is their concern. When our people have a challenge, it is their concern. As people's representatives, they are here to engage with government officials for us to come up with a solution on how to save the next generation. And I really want to thank our elected leaders for being here. Again, we have officers of the National Government Administration, all the way from the regional commissioners. These are the people who on a daily basis interact and live with the people. They are the ones who understand what ails the people, what goes on. Again, they are the official and direct representatives of His Excellency the President at their respective jurisdiction. In very simplistic language, they are the eye and the ear of the President at their various jurisdictions. Again, we have the National Police Service, starting from the regional commander, the county commanders, the sub-county commanders, and all station commanders. Because in the police implementation strategy, the OCS, the Officer Commanding Police Stations, are the real people on the ground. They are all here. And of course, the leader of the National Police Service, the Inspector General of Police, is here. The new Deputy Inspector General of Police, the one who was appointed, is here. And a representative of the DIG for the Administration Police Service, and a representative of the DCI. Principal Secretary for Interior, Raymond Omoro, is here. And all these people, the GAO officers plus the security officers, are under the leadership of Professor Kithure Kindiki, our Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Government Administration. That tells you how serious this forum is. It's an extremely serious forum. And this forum is the defining moment for this country because it will set the pace. The President has directed that from here, we'll move to Nakuru. From Nakuru, we'll move to Mombasa. From Mombasa, we'll go to Kakamega before we come to Embu. And the purpose of this meeting, again, is a candid discussion, so that by this afternoon, we can come up with various recommendations and interventions on how to deal with this menace. I want to invite all of you today. After a few remarks from leaders, we'll open the session for plenary. I want to request you with humility to speak frankly and candidly and tell us what ails us and what needs to be done. For clarity, I want to assure uniformed officers that whatever you say here, no one can take it against you. I have instructed the Inspector General of Police, I have instructed the Principal Secretary Interior that your utterances here in this forum are open so that you can help us. And no officer can take action against you for your views. Our government is a consultative government. We want to benefit from the experience and knowledge of the OCSs on the ground. We want to hear the Assistant County Commissioner telling us where is the problem. What can we do to deal with this problem that is threatening to wipe out an entire generation? I want to ask our elected leaders to speak today from their heart, to speak on behalf of the people they represent, because one of the roles of our legislators is representation. On top of legislation and oversight, the most critical role that you play, from where I sit, is the one of representation. You must speak for your people, and you must be heard, and you must tell us as it is. Finally, I don't want this forum to be a blame game, but I want us to accept views that are given, not as criticism, but as making us better. Because when you go to a doctor, the diagnosis precedes prescription. Unless you know what ails you as a patient, unless the doctor can diagnose the problem, he cannot be able to do a prescription. So I want you to take it positively. If the role you play is put in perspective as one that is failing or contributing to the problem, I want you to take it positively, that we are trying to help each other to become better people, to become better officers. I don't want you to feel like this is a bashing forum, probably against the police, against the administration, against the elected leaders. No. We are trying to help each other. We are trying to help each other to get better. And therefore, if views are given here and you feel like they are bit on you, don't take it negatively. It is to help each other. That is why we have this forum. We have called NACADA here to tell us the extent of the problem and what we can do. We have called the Kenya Revenue Authority here. The Acting Commissioner General is here because we have a problem with ethanol. That is the ingredient that is making these cheap brews that are poisonous, and they are here. I want you to address them so that we know where the problem is. We have called the director of KEBS, the CEO of KEBS, the people responsible for checking the quality of these brews, they are here. I want you to speak candidly. Our 5 governors are here. They are the ones who license the bars. You need to address them because they are here. Where you feel they are not getting it right, please say so. And they are here with an open mind. The 5 of them are here because we want to have an open and honest conversation. From where the president sits and where I sit, whatever we can do to save the next generation, we have a responsibility. Whatever our police officers must do, they must do to save the next generation. And once we agree on what to do, it must be done. And the president is very clear. He's very clear. As of this morning, he has given me very clear instructions that I must tell you that anybody who stands in between the government and dealing with this menace must give way. Must give way. So as an OCS, you must know from now, it's not business as usual. From my training as a uniformed officer many years ago, it was the case then, it is still the case today. A police station is as good as a station commander. A police station is as rotten as a station commander. If crime rate is high in your station, you are the problem. If crime is brought down, credit goes to you. It all boils down to leadership. So, as we go forward, when I was working then, I don't know whether that is still the case. Maybe things have changed. We used to have a weekly return on bank and changa return. And that used to inform us on who is working and who is not. So we are saying, as we agree on what to do, this is a new beginning, and maybe in the afternoon we'll make the various remarks that we want to make. But I want to tell you that this matter has received attention at the highest level of government at the presidency. President William Ruto has the mandate of the people of Kenya to do the right things and to follow the rule of law. He expects all of us, from me downwards, his deputy, the CS, the IG, all of you up to station commander, up to the ACC, to help him govern and help the people. It cannot be that us who have been given that responsibility can be involved in activities that would undermine his government and his leadership. And one of the ways of undermining the president is being in cohort with the people who are selling drugs, is protecting people who are selling alcohol that is killing our people, is by going to collect commissions and tokens every week from drug peddlers. The president has told me to tell you that it will not happen at all. And after this meeting, it will not be business as usual. We must do the right thing. We must live up to the oath of office. And we must implement the law. And we must secure the country. And we cannot be part and parcel of the criminal syndicate of selling drugs to our children, of selling illicit brews to our children. That, the president has told me to tell you, it cannot happen. So as we go forward, we'll agree on the mechanisms, on how to work, on what to do, starting from this central Kenya region. to set the pace for the rest of the country. So we have met here. This has been the headquarters of our region for many years. We have met here today so that we agree by the end of the day what we need to do. But I want to say that we must sort out this thing once and for all. What we need to do at the level of the president, we shall do. What you people need to do, you shall do. And we shall have some synergy. And finally, I want to plead with our officers, our governors, our elected leaders, all of us, we are parents. These drugs, your own children are not immune. They can get involved. So as an OCS, as you collect money to protect people who are selling drugs, please know that the same drugs can end up with your own child. As a governor, if you allow activities that enhances alcoholism and drug abuse, please know that your own child or that of your sister can get into the same situation. So let us agree, first and foremost, we are all parents. Other than what we do, other than the responsibilities we have been given, know that you are also parents. You have a responsibility as you protect other people's children to know that you as two can get caught up with this situation. And that is the truth. And we have seen it. I have gone to many forums and we talk about this situation. I see men look down because they are suffering silently. They have a problem in their own homes. Their own children are in drugs. Their own children are alcoholics. But they keep down, they keep quiet in shame because of the stigma. So let us, as we engage today, agree that we are parents, that we have children, that we have children that are related to us. Even if you don't want to take care of other people's children, please know that you are candidates, potential candidates for getting into the situation that we are having in this region. Kwa hivyo mimi ningetaka nimalizie hapo na niseme mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa Kenya, nimetoka eneo hili, ni aibu sana kwangu. Sana. Naibika. Kila siku nikikutana na wamama, ile maneno wananiambia ninashindwa la kusema. Niambia, Bwana Deputy President, tulichagua wewe na William Ruto, watoto wetu wanamalizwa na pombe na mumenyamaza. I am also challenged as a leader for this country and from this region. When I see what is happening, I talk to parents, I talk to mothers, I talk to young wives. Vijana wetu wameisha. Kwa kitanda, instead ya kulala kwa kitanda juu, wanalala chini. Wamama ndio wanalala juu peke yao. Ukienda shule zetu zote, the classrooms are empty. Hata hii magavana hizi dimu na shida mkiweka pesa is nonsense. There are no children. Because this ethanol inakuja ikiwa mixed, inamaliza all the systems kwa hii vijana wetu. All the batteries are down. Hata ikiwekwa charge, they cannot pick. So, our women are crying. And that is the truth. You know, many people don't want to say the truth. Me, I'm a truthful man. I say the truth. The truth. It's a bad situation. And this cannot happen. Leaders, those of us who have been elected, Madam Waiguru, Governor Kahiga, Badirisha, Kangata, Wamatangi, what shall we tell our people? Where are we? What shall we tell the people who elected us? When we meet them, what shall we tell them? When our children got wiped out by alcohol and drugs, where are we? We'll have nothing to say. Dede Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wa, Madenge, mutaambia watu nini? Mukami, mutaambia watu nini? So please, this forum here today, let us be open and candid. Speak from your heart. Let us know what ails us. What is it must we do? We have the support of the president, and he is waiting. He has told me by 7 p.m. today, he wants a report. He cannot accept the situation. He cannot. Neither can I, and none of you should accept this situation. It is not right. It is not fair. It is not acceptable. We must deal with it as leaders. And we are here, we are all leaders. As an OCS, you are a leader. That's why you have been given that responsibility. As an ACC, you are a leader. County Commissioner, wewe ni kiongozi. DCIO, wewe ni kiongozi. Sisi ni